Today we will finally find out if my corn project turned into anything. So I've been dreading doing this video for a while because I've been so afraid that my corn that I grew won't actually pop into any popcorn. I'm a little afraid that I picked it a little too early because the corn kernels are quite a lot smaller than the ones that I originally planted, but let's take a look. So here you can see is the original package that I started with. So it's actual popcorn kernels, and I used these. I just plopped them in some soil, and as if you watched my previous videos, you can check out how wonderfully they grew. They were super quick to grow, and it took them the whole summer to produce these wonderful cobs, and I finally picked them. But in the end, I think I could have waited a little bit longer and let the corn kernels grow a little bit, because if you take a look, I have some in my hand now. These are from the original package, and they're a good size, what you would expect corn kernels to look like. But then if we compare and we take a look at these are the ones I picked from my corn kernels. They're quite a bit smaller, I would say, on average. There's some bigger ones in there, but not quite as full as the store-bought ones. So let's see. I'm gonna first pop these ones, whatever's left of the original ones, so we have something to compare to, and then I'm gonna pop some of these homegrown ones, and let's see what happens. So to make the actual popcorn, I'm gonna be using our air popper here, and then once hopefully everything is popped, the original corn, and hopefully as well the one that I grew, then I will flavor it with some melted butter and some salt to get really the authentic movie style popcorn, which I love. So let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. All right, so as I said, there weren't very many, but this is the first batch of popcorn from the original store-bought popcorn kernels. So looks like normal popcorn, what you'd expect. Still haven't added the butter and the salt to it, but this is our kind of control now, so hopefully the next batch will look like this or even better. So let's go. I see popcorn. Okay, so I would totally call this a success. We definitely had some popcorn, so let's take a closer look at what we got. I have to say I'm so proud of myself at the moment, but let's see. So this was the original popcorn, nice and big and fluffy looking, nice and white. I didn't manage to burn them, which is wonderful. And here is then the batch from my homegrown variety. They look nice as well. Maybe a little bit smaller, but I was expecting that as well because the kernels were also smaller that I started with, but also nice and fluffy looking. Definitely look like popcorn, and they popped, which was my main worry. I was afraid that they would just kind of spin around in there and burn, but that definitely didn't happen. So now it's just time for a taste test. So now both sets of popcorn are buttered up, salted up, and I've tasted both, and I can say both of them taste exactly like popcorn should. They're buttery, salty. The only real difference between the store-bought ones and the homegrown ones are that my homegrown ones are just a little bit tinier than the the store-bought ones, but I think that could have been remediated by me just being a little bit more patient and waiting to pick the cobs a little bit later. But overall, the end result is really good. One of my friends asked me recently if I was going to grow corn again this year, and I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure how the end result would have been, if it was worth it, and that's why I figured, okay, I need to try to pop these guys to see what happens. And now after these results, I think I will definitely take some of my homegrown corn and reseed it and see what kind of results I get this year. Hopefully the tinier seeds will still sprout like normal and everything will be fine from that perspective, but I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, I'm gonna go enjoy this popcorn, hopefully with a movie, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.